Hey, what's up? Normal Player Guy. Now, we have the information for the EZA Metal Cooler typings. We are going to start with the tech and then we're going to move on down. So, as you'd expect, it was a 77% lead. What I didn't expect was there's a sub one for 40%. So, for free to play players and newbies, you now have three options for a friendly team just in general to complete various events. So you've now got the Metal Coolers, you've now got Ginyu, and you've now got Bardock. Either three is, of course, relevant and will carry you through pretty much anything. Of course, with this kind of leader skill of an all types at 40% or 77% if you can swing it, um, you're probably gonna find that the Bardock and Ginyu are stronger, right? But we'll see. So, right. So I was starting with the tech one. Corroded body and mind, 77% to stats, but all types 40%. Now, so I do know what I do know is every single typing has their own one of these, but I think it's relevant for every single one of these. So all of them can be the leader no matter who. So you're going to get 77% no matter which one, right? Only if you pulled a few summonable units, you could stick them on that team, depending on who you had, right? So for newbie players and new people, this is actually quite cool. So it looks like they greatly raise defense, right? So this one in particular greatly raises defense. That's a 50% raise, and that's it. No, nothing else. So this changes AGL to Rainbow if the character is in the first slot. Is in turn one, slot one, you will have Rainbow War changing. Okay. Attack and defense, 40% per Wicked Bloodlines. That's gone up from 20%, so you now get 40%, up to 200%, right? So that's a full team if you get them, right? Attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 25% for 2 turns. So you just hit them and you will lower their attack, right? Seals the attacked enemy for 2 turns with 3 or more rainbow key spheres obtained, plus an additional attack 25% per key sphere obtained if there's another metal cooler in the same turn. Let me break this down a little bit because there's three things going on. So in slot one, you are a rainbow orb changer, AGL to rainbow. You get 40% the stats. And now I'd like to have seen some flat out start of turn stats plus this, because it would have worked really well with the greatly raised defense, right? So that's a bit disappointing. It's still nice. You're still going to get basically 200% if you run an all Wicked Bloodline on there, right? So again, you probably would do that. So there you go. So you're going to get up to 200% the stats, which is good considering this guy's at 8,000 basically, 7.9. So this is around what a new release would look like prior to their hidden potential system. So again, they're not especially impressive. So remember, as I said, these are defensive and support basically. So outside of getting up to 200% on stats, they also have no key, by the way. When you hit the enemy, you will seal and lower their attack and defense by 25%, both for 2 turns. To seal the attacked enemy for 2 turns, it's with 3 rainbow key spheres, right? And you will probably get that depending on how you play this out. You also get 25% attack per rainbow key sphere if you have another metal cooler in the same turn. So I think they're designed to work with one another. This guy is not so bad. I wish this wasn't as a first attacker in the turn, but we'll see what the rest do. Something tells me they're all going to do very similar. So I don't think you're going to have too much of a problem getting extra attack and sealing them. So it could be doable. You could go into some difficult event and for as like Corroded Body and Mind and movie bosses, Wicked Bloodline, Artificial Life Forms, Revenge, right? And you could get away with this. Are they Super Battle Road ready? Well, I'm actually going to test it out. Maybe I'll probably record it. I might actually record a Wicked Bloodline and a Metal Cooler attempt at like an artificial Super Battle Road stage and just see how they go. We'll see. So the tech one is looking reasonable. It looks very good for free to play players with the seeding and the attack lowering. So it could be quite good. Corroded Body and Mind, 77%, all types 40. So let's see what this one is. This is AGL. Accelerated Battle, 77%, and all types 40%. So they greatly raise defense for the turn, and that's it. So changes STR to Rainbow if you're in the first attack. Okay, right. So they all largely do very similar. So again, I think each one of these is going to change the respective typings to Rainbow. So the whole field's going to be Rainbow, right? If you have them on, it's going to be absolutely nutty. So yeah, okay, so you get up to 200% of stats with no key, and of course you're a rainbow changer if you're in the first attacker in the turn. So all allies key 2, that's flat out, so that's nice. You get a 30% of dodging, and you get an additional chance of evading enemy attack with 20% with 3 or more. Right. So, okay. So you get a 30% chance to dodge and you get 3 or more rainbow. That would stack and you end up with 50% chance to dodge. Right. That could be useful. All of these are on the same team. This could save you in Super Battle Road or Infinite History. This is plausible. I ran this guy on the stage 4 of the Fighting Saiyans, and it was very difficult. But this guy now having a 50% chance to dodge any slot with 3 rainbow orbs is pretty good. Right, plus an additional defense 25% per key sphere obtained. So you get bonus defense per key sphere. Okay, so this guy's a better slot one. Rather than this guy, he got attack per key sphere with a metal cooler. Now you have a metal cooler. This guy gets defense per key sphere, right? So, okay. So he gives 2 key and he gets 30% chance to dodge. He gets an additional stackable buff of to 20%. That makes 50 with 3 rainbow. And of course, this guy is for free to play, but for newbie players, this will be your tank right here. This is it. Prioritize him slot 1 and give him those rainbow orbs. He greatly raises. He's at a little less actually. He's almost 1,000 less. That's disappointing. Let's see what the next one is. Next one is int. So this is target Goku. Okay, so all of these are small, weak categories that need a lot of buffs, or 40% of stats. So greatly raises defense. As you'd expect, it changes the respective that they have type advantage over to Rainbow, and of course they get 200% of stats, no key. So this guy recovers 10% at the start of every turn, recovers an additional 5% at the end of the turn if you get rain with 3 or more rainbow. Okay, so he gets 10, you get given rainbow. You're not going to struggle with rainbow key spheres. They're all doing this. You're going to heal additional 5. Plus, you get an additional attack and defense 10%. You get both for 10% per key sphere with a metal cooler. Okay, this guy's probably a lot like the AGL guy's probably going to be the most offensive. This guy could be a nice blend. He's getting stats, attack and defense, 10% with any key sphere, and he's going to heal. So this guy is going to be quite clutch. You could keep him on rotation. The next guy. So these guys' movie boss is 77%. Greatly raises defense. Physical to rainbow, 200% to stats, no key. This guy's good. All allies, 20% to stats, no key. Okay, plus an additional 20% for extreme class. Okay, annoying that he gives 40% to extreme class, but no key. I mean, what's he got? Fusion gives 2. That's 2. Oh well, okay. To be fair, between Fusion, Strongest Time Space, and Shatter Intellect, you probably would actually run these. You'll easily get these 2 right on the team. That's 4 key. You probably could trigger that and get 6. It's not going to be too bad. Plus, you're going to get Rainbow as well. Let's see what he does. So 3 or more Rainbow gives you the extra buff. He gets additional 25% attack per key sphere. So he's a lot like the AGL version, except he's now a support. So you could run the AGL and this STR, and they're both getting attack, and there could be quite a formidable, powerful rotation for a new player, right? That could be quite good. And lastly, but not least, we have the physical revenge. Greatly raises defense, int to rainbow, 200% to stats, no key. 15% damage dealt as HP, this guy you keep on rotation. And he heals 5% additional, so that's 20% damage dealt with 3 or more rainbow key spheres, plus defense. Okay, right. So what they've done is there's 2 offensive, 2 defensive, and 1 middle of the ground. The middle of the ground looks to be the int, middle of the ground, where he gets a small amount of stats. Your offensive people is the STR and AGL, where they get 25% attack. And then the tech, the STR and the tech, the AGL and the physical get the defense. This guy is better because he's going to heal. He's a lot like Tech Boo, right? He heals like a third of the damage dealt back as as health, so that's pretty good. So this guy um, is going to be one of the go-to. So your rotations would be you'd have a tank on like the AGL version or something. Oh, the is it the AGL who's the tank? Yeah, so you'd have the AGL plus the physical as a great support and tanking rotation. Then you could switch and have the tech at STR, and you would have a more offensive rotation, and there's one of each type. And some of them heal back as well, right? I believe did this one heal? Yeah, okay. So you could have the int and the physical, or you keep them on either rotation, and you'd always be healing, right? This guy would heal at the start and end of turn of 15%, and the other guy would heal 20% damage back as health. Now, when you think about this guy, if you this is an easy to do event even for new players, like brand new players. So if you think um, I'm gonna have like all these categories are all relevant with each other, you put your stones into some banners. They're gonna probably somewhere you're probably going to hit one of these five, whether it's Target Goku, Revenge, Movie Boss, and all that kind of stuff. Right, you're gonna have one of these, so you could slap him in. But when you're doing like the LR Prime Battle events to get yourself like First Form Frieza, which would be a good idea because obviously he's part of a lot of this, right? So he's on Wicked Bloodline, he's on Target Goku, all that kind of stuff. So this team could be. I mean, you don't. I mean, there is a healer, I believe, on Bardock, and that is Tora. I don't. There's no healer on the Ginyu team. Um, this this team could probably work out better than like the Bardock and the Ginyu. It's easier to get because it's just run the same stage, and of course you get like nine of them just from like doing missions and stuff like that and awakening them. So I believe it if you've done things the old-fashioned way, these nine you get, you just put into the yeah, as an SA fodder, right? Just to get them to SA 15. But this is going to be a really cool way for new players or not and not anywhere near advanced players to actually get an easy team all round. Easy to swap out units with the interchangeable leader skill. 77% will get you through any story mode, any quest, any prime battle events. Remember all these prime battle events and all these quests and stories, these were designed before categories came in. So anyone with a category leader skill is going to absolutely dominate it, and you'll be invincible regardless of how little the category type is. Like even 40% to stats is still actually going to make you quite powerful in there. So this is going to be fantastic. You've got healers, defensive, offensive, middle of the range. They're all going to work together. Each one of these you could use alongside like the LR Cooler. This guy in particular will work alongside LR Cooler, the metal one, really, really well, right? He's going to get the additional defensive buff from there, which is really helpful in some difficult stages, of course, and he's going to generate rainbow key spheres to help the other metal cooler. They both heal, right? The metal cooler heals at the end of turn, at the start of turn. This guy heals on damage dealt. They're quite a potent combo, believe it or not. You're not going to share all the links, but you're going to share like Thirst for Conquest, Strongest Clan Space, Shattering the Limit. You're going to get that. So that's really good. What they've done here, this is well designed. Um, I mean, personally, I wouldn't run this team, but I'm going to see how well they work out individually, or maybe one or two. I'll report back, see how they actually fare. So altogether, all round, it's really good. Um, but yes, these are way better than people are going to give them credit for. Each one of their stats they're all roughly the same, aren't they? Ooh, this guy's under 7,000. What does the physical have? Not bad on attack. Okay, so they're all roughly around the 6.5 to 7,000 mark of defense, and they're all hovering around 9 to 10,000 attack. So it's not too bad. Remember, you think you get 200%, the greatly raised defense. You might struggle with key, but every single one of them is an orb changer. So we'll have to see how it works out. Right, so I hope this video was quite good for you all. Remember, a lot of new players can actually take advantage of this, and it's going to be good. The Easy 8 area. Now, I'm not too sure how the Easy 8 area is going to participate as. I'm not sure what units you're going to need. So I'll have to report back to see if you can actually claim this. But yes, otherwise, that's going to be the end of this video, and I hope you all liked it. Remember, if any questions, let me know. But until the next time, bye bye.